Hey, welcome back to World of Tanks with Professor R. Today is a replay submitted by JRD Hart, 2007, and he's driving his flat Panzer, the JagdPanzer 4. And he's here on Tundra, one of the more recent maps released by Wargaming. And it is a Tier 7 battle, but there are only 3 Tier 7s on each side, so it's not too bad. So first thing he does is take up the typical tank destroyer position that is overlooking this. Well, it's not really overlooking, but looking towards the hill. And there aren't many tanks going up the hill, so that could be an issue later on. And there's a first target spotted over here. A T-20 gets a shell into him for 246 damage. So the gun he has 132 millimeters of penetration and average of 220 damage. And I think that's from artillery. That was an HE shell. It didn't do much damage, only 101 damage. There's another artillery shot. So he knows for sure he's been spotted. So he's gonna move up here, get behind a little bit of cover, try to conceal himself. And it looks like there's a KV-1S over there as well. I was going to try to look over here, see if we can get a shot on the KV-1 and the T-29. And unfortunately he doesn't have that shot. So he turns back to the hill. And it looks like the M6 just died. And there's an M4 and a T-49 assaulting the base. But he doesn't care about that. He sees the immediate threat at the hill. There's only an IS-2 left against 2 or 3 enemy tanks, and it looks like that there's an SU-100 sniping as well, so kind of running into some problems up here. IS-2 takes out the KV-1S. And there's the SU-100, takes out the IS-2. Now it's only him and against 2 other enemy tanks, a Tier 7 and a Tier 6 TD. Artillery shot again leaves him only with a little under 400 health. Luckily that SU-100 misses. So he backs up, see if his team will give him any support fire. Waits for them to come down the hill instead of going up and attacking himself. So at this point they are losing. The score is 5-8. They're down by 3 tanks. And you can see right there, as soon as the T-20 came out, he was receiving fire from his allies sitting back on the hill behind him. He spots the SU-100. Takes a very... it's not very bad, but it had very unlikely chances to penetrate. Especially at the angle he's shooting up at. T-20 comes down, misses, and just keeps going. He was like, okay, do whatever. SU-100 was the bigger threat, but the Stug killed him. And the T-20's still going. Tries to take another shot there, but he misses. Does make that shot though. Oh look, an SU-85. Does get a shot into him. But his allies are backing him up. And he's killed. Now the score is 8-11. There's only 4 allies left against 7 enemies. Make that 6 enemies now. So he's gonna move back here. So regrouping. We'll speed it up a little bit. And it looks like there are 2 people capturing their base. And it looks like the T-29 is also barreling down on them. So he's gonna come up here, try to get shots on the cap, see if he can reset. And the JagdPanzer takes out the T-49. Not enough gun depression to get the T-34-85. But now, it's looking good. There's only 2 artillery and a T-29 left. And unfortunately, the Panzer IV gets killed by the T-29, so still 3 of them left. They still have a chance. Scores are tied. So they're taking this carefully. Don't want to get shot by the T-29 here. And they're telling the Stug to go off and find the RT, so they don't attempt to kill these guys while they're dealing with the T-29. So he's just sitting here, see if the T-29 is going to come up. Moves back a little bit there, tries to get in the cover from artillery fire. They're waiting for the Stug to kill the artillery. It looks like the artillery is blind firing. Still waiting on the Stug here. Hey, oh look, artillery. There's both the artillery. But just wait for it. There. Now all that's left is JR and the JagdPanzer against 2 artillery and a T-29. So the JagdPanzer is going to go down around close to that river, while JR is going to stay up here. And there's the T-29. T-29 still has 589 hit points. Nice clutch shot there into the T-29. I'm gonna guess it was the side of his turret. Wasn't paying much attention, but so he has no shot on him. He needs to move somewhere else so he can help the JagdPanzer. It's the only way to win this. So he's gonna try and outflank the T-29 while he's dealing with the JagdPanzer. So he comes around, trying to spot the T-29. There he is. His gun is facing him, so he backs off. And he's not in a very good position. As you can see, artillery does have a shot on him. But now the T-29 is going after him instead of the JagdPanzer anymore. So he's got to back up. And the artillery is still trying to shoot him. Comes up again as the T-29 is looking away. And the JagdPanzer finishes him off. So now the score is 2-2. JR has done 1,175 damage that we know of. And he has a kill, while the JagdPanzer is having a good game, 5 kills. I'm going to speed it up here as they're going on their artillery hunt. He's going to go up here with the JagdPanzer, but then he decides to turn around and go down the river. So he comes up here, Artillery is gonna be close by for sure. Doesn't know where they are. They're not in their last known positions, so... Oh, there's one. He gets lucky there. He's left on 125 hit points. Turns his gun around. And the artillery bounces. So he finishes him off. So in total, he did 1,652 damage in his flat panzer. And the JagdPanzer also got his top gun, so good for him. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe for more, and we'll see you.